So welcome to episode 2 of the PES 18 Things You Wanted to See Added and Fixed series. If you want to see a part 3, leave your suggestions down below and you might get picked. And let's get into today's episode. So the first suggestion comes from Mode. I don't know how to say your name, I'm very sorry. But he wants to see more celebrations and proper game mechanics like handball, diving, tackling, shooting, celebrating. And of course the commentators. Well, the commentators definitely need fixing. But also the slide tackling as well. There's a lot of like 3 meter slide tackles where it's like a slip and slide. Like the players just dive and they're like flying 2 meters across the field. A little bit unrealistic, the slide tackles. And the celebrations are very limited as well. So I'd like to see a lot more celebrations. I think FIFA have a lot more celebrations. You can do the dab, you can do heaps of other stuff. PES's ones, they're very limited. And I'd like to see more celebrations added to the game. So Papa EE5 says to fix the celebrations because they only celebrate with 5 players. This is very true. Most of the celebrations only have like 4 or 5 players running and hugging the goal scorer. And we'd like to see some more team celebrations where everyone runs across, especially if it's like a 90th minute winner or something. So the next person is a Sissy4, and he left a really big comment and only took 1 point out of that whole paragraph. And that was the amount of money given as a transfer budget, because it's very low and it's very unrealistic. And as a person who plays Master League, I think this is true as well. I think I won the Premier League once and I only got like $6 million, so it's very bad. And also he wants to see the ability to ask the board for more money and also have a bit more control with the budget when you like to disclose who you want to sign and all that stuff. Just better interaction with the board. And just more realistic budgets than that. So Rasul wants a story mode like Alex Hunter on FIFA 17. That could be interesting. They are doing cutscenes for Master League this year, so maybe in a few years' time they could do something for Become a Legend or even just have their own Alex Hunter sort of series. But I think they're not really focused on that at the moment. And then people would say they copied FIFA anyway. So Onar wants to see shirt pulling and 3D goal nets. Now, I'm not sure what he means exactly by 3D goal nets. Is that like the actual net, like being 3D, not two-dimensional, like flat? I'm not sure. But the shirt pulling would add to the realism in the game. I think that would be cool to see as well. So Mixerman0123 wants to see a revamp of Become a Legend because it's been stale for years because they don't do anything with it, despite it having the potential as shown with FIFA's Alex Hunter mode. So I guess he wants to see Become a Legend sort of like a story mode sort of thing with cutscenes and all that, which would be pretty cool. And yeah, they just need to revamp the game modes. Even FIFA's career mode has been stale. Even Be a Pro has been stale. It's just sort of the same thing every season and it gets very boring. So they got to revamp the game modes. It's not always about online. That's what these companies don't get. So Forever and After wants to see an objective system because he says you can lose all your matches with Barcelona and nothing happens because there's no objectives and staff that can fire you, which I think is true. And he wants to see a new youth academy as well because he hates the regens where they're 16-year-old Tottis, Drogbas, which is pretty unrealistic, and he would like a realistic youth academy instead. That's 2 things that I can agree with. So Chukwubuka, I don't know how to say that name, I apologise. But he wants to see an improvement on the style of tackling in PES. Yeah, I think I touched on this earlier in the video. Like, I call them the 3 meter slide tackles. Because it's like a slip and slide. It's a bit of a joke. But, yeah, I think I'm not the only one that wants to see better slide tackles. So the last comment for today comes from Mr. Ariane, who's always the first person to comment on most of my videos. But he wants to see the game slowed down a little bit. So it's not like a basketball game where you can attack in like 5 seconds and defend in 5 seconds. So it's just way too quick, end-to-end stuff all the time. And I think I would have to agree with Ariane. We need a bit more build-up play. We just don't want to like pass it down the line and then cross and then it's a goal. I think it's a bit too quick and it's a bit annoying as well because you just repeat it over and over all game. So that is all for today's video. If you want to see a part 3, leave your comments down below. And if you've been commenting and I haven't picked your comment, then please keep posting them anyway because I might pick them next time. There's over 100 comments on both videos, so it's very hard to choose 5 or 6 people. And yeah, I appreciate all the support. This week we might see some FIFA 18 news because of E3. So stay tuned for that. And we're also going to do the FIFA 18 Things You Want to See series as well. So we're going to do PES and then FIFA as well. So you guys seem to be enjoying that sort of stuff. So I appreciate everyone's suggestions. And share it around. If you know people that work at these companies, share the videos. There's a lot of views on them. There's a lot of comments as well that can really help those companies out. So share them if you